Talk Gaming. This is Bob. With my fellow Talk Gamers, we have motherfucking the Seventh Sword.
Motherfucking Seventh Sword.
And then we have little J-Bob, little Junior J-Bob with his Nick Foley shirt. Well, this is episode 2000, or I think it's episode... 19.
Or 2000.
Or 2000.
Give or take.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about. New game came out. It was Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor.
Middle Earth.
Shadow
of Mordor.
Whatever.
Lord of the Rings is actually not in the title.
Yeah,
but it is
you're
Lord of
right.
the Rings.
Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings. We're also going to talk about Destiny update. We also are going to talk about our favorite things of games coming out in October.
Our favorite things of games.
Things of games. Game things. And then also, we are going to have J-Bone Fun Facts.
Yeah, a little news.
A little news. You know our news thing. But I just want to ask you guys. I have a story, but I'm going to wait.
No, tell your story,
All right,
Bob.
fine.
You're angry.
I am
mad.
angry. So,
Should have been here like an hour ago.
I should have been here an hour ago. Everyone, J-Bone got to my house. Rich got here late like usual. But
I actually mentioned I was going to be here late. You said nothing.
Well, the reason why I didn't say nothing. So I have this little office, little small cubicle, okay, and I had to do like a volleyball game. I officiate. I'm a ref for that, and I locked everything in my office. I locked my keys. I locked my phone. I had nothing.
How do you lock your keys in your office, Bob?
It locks automatically. There's nothing. No,
it doesn't lock with a key.
No, it just locks. That's the thing. It just locks. So if the door closes, it locks. It locks. So it sucks. But anyway, so I have nothing at that. I have no phone, no nothing. I found like this. My superintendent, like he just came because there was a board meeting, and I finally got them, and I had to contact this number because he didn't have the key. I have this rare key. Like this is a legendary key if we're talking about Destiny.
No, it's not, Bob.
It is. There's only 2 people that can have it. You know, it's exotic. Sorry, there you go. It's like,
no, if it was exotic, everybody would have it.
I don't know. Whatever. It's very hard to get, so no one has it. So I had to wait to find the superintendent, or I was going to walk here. It was going to take me probably about an hour to get here because there's no other way. I mean, I don't have a phone. I have nothing. I'm trapped at my school without anyone. So yeah, that's
Still
why
should
I was
have called, Bob.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I was late to this podcast. All right, and other than that, I've been playing a lot of Destiny, and we're going to talk about that later on. And I'm really excited for Shadow of Mordor.
It's a good game, Bob. I've been playing it.
The only thing I'm kind of like about Shadows of Mordor is because it's like, since it's a Lord of the Rings lore type of game, and I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings, like I have them, but I haven't seen The Hobbit or the second Hobbit, so it's like, since I haven't seen those...
What about the third Hobbit?
There's 3 of them?
There's going to be.
Yeah, it's a trilogy,
well,
man. Didn't you know that book is like 200 pages long? Of course it's a trilogy.
Jesus.
Honestly, they did a pretty good job with it. Like, that's what I was thinking when The Hobbit came out. I was like, how are they going to make 3 movies off it? And you know what? They're actually pretty good.
I just feel like if I buy the game,
good,
I'll
yeah.
be like, I'm expected to know Lord of the Rings.
No way.
But we should talk about that later on, though, okay? We got to move on. We got to know what the seventh sword.
The 7th D?
The 7th D sword.
What happened to the 6 Ds?
What have you been doing, Seventh Sword?
I've been playing Shadow of Mordor, Bob.
Ooh. And Destiny for the remainder of the week.
More of Destiny because, it's been out longer. But I picked up Shadow of Mordor, started Let's Play on it. And it's actually, I'm enjoying it so far.
You know what I'm not liking, though, in Destiny? Is like, I mean, I do and I don't. I feel like if I don't go on in that day, because there's like different bounties,
you're going to miss something?
I'm going to miss something. And it's like a job now.
That's the MMO pull, Bob. That's what MMOs do. You miss the
rough.
daily, you feel like, oh man, I could have gotten 2 Ascendant Shards. And
Or
like,
2,
no!
yeah. If you haven't played, like, you need a certain, like, a shards or energy in order to level up your weapons, the very powerful weapons.
But, and the reverse side of that, if you stop playing for a little bit, you just feel like you can't catch up, so you're like, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I've been playing so much. I'm like, I can't not play because then I can't play with my friends.
I mean, I feel like if you get to level 29 or 30, you're fine. Like, you'll be able to catch up with the next expansion because it's not going to go that much.
Yeah, so we're good now.
So we're good. Even 28, even if you're 28, you'll be fine.
That's why J-Bone can never play with us, and that's why you suck.
Nope.
And that's why you played Watch Dogs.
That's why you play Watch Dogs.
All right, what else have you been playing?
Damn right I do.
I guess we'll gloss over Shadow.
No, we're gonna talk after. We gotta know what J-Bone's doing.
No,
all right.
I've been playing Watch Dogs. I just started. My girlfriend and I just started last night that first episode of that TV show, The Strand, which was written or some shit by Guillermo del Toro, who's doing the Silent Hills thing with Kojima and shit.
Is that why you're watching it?
The Strand.
Yeah.
Well, she was like, "Hey, let's watch this," and I was like, "What is it?"
Is it the strain or the strain?
The strain. STRAIN.
Like a virus strain.
Yeah, kind of like
DNA strain.
Exactly, like a 28 Days Later type thing with like vampires or some shit. And we were watching a pilot episode, but I was like so tired last night, and it was actually really good. So there's that. Watch Dogs. I beat the game. Now I just want to
What do you think? I never beat it. Did you
I
beat
never
it?
beat it.
Yeah.
either.
I thought it was. Actually, I thought the voice acting was like pretty good, and I was like, you know what, like. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And then I'm doing the open world shit after the end credits, and I'm just trying to like do some trophy hunting before like other games come out, because I'm kind of done with Destiny. Like I'm kind of like, I mean, I can't play with you guys, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, if
that's-
I want to, like, I gotta grind my fucking ass. Like,
But you're the king of grinding, though.
I mean, we could go back and we could play those missions with him.
Yeah, but
we
you
would
know
get
what?
nothing.
That's like, to me, it's like I feel like I'm holding you guys back and shit. I want to be that top dog, like fighting for that top pyramid, you know. And I'm not there.
Yeah.
No.
I got to make that climb and shit, and I just don't have the time to like just. I don't have a personal time at any like really much to like do that sort of stuff. Like I barely have time to like grind in Watch Dogs, like trying to find some shit. But the trophies in Watch Dogs to me is like a lot easier than the trophies in Destiny. Like,
Yeah, they are going to be.
The Vault of Glass.
The Vault of
You have
Glass,
to beat
yeah.
it without dying. Good luck.
We gotta make a clan so we can just get that trophy, because we've beaten it twice now. We would have gotten it. There's a trophy for if you're just part of a clan.
Oh.
You get a trophy for that.
I really don't care about trophies, but if you guys want, I'm okay with that.
Might as well.
But yeah, the only reason like I like playing with J-Bone, but the problem is if we play with J-Bone, we already have a bunch of other things that we have to do during that day. You know, like
I guess what we could do if he really wanted to, we could just play a lot of Crucible.
Yeah.
And that way he would still be evenly matched. His level really wouldn't matter too much.
Yeah, I mean,
And then he could level up that way.
Yeah.
And once he got to level 20, whatever, then he could help us with the heroic strikes and the weekly strikes. And
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's one of those games that you really don't want to be like too far away. I know we didn't talk about the Destiny. I guess we could talk about Destiny now. Yeah.
yeah, let's just talk about Destiny.
Because we're on our goal.
already
Let's
on
switch
it.
to Destiny. We didn't talk about the Crucible last time. I know some people were saying like, "Hey, you didn't talk about what the multiplayer PvP is."
Did people really say something?
They started talking like that, yeah, and they told me. Someone told me.
Well, didn't we say at the end of that episode that we'd come back to Destiny and talk about the Crucible?
Oh yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's
Pretty sure
been
I
a long
mentioned
week.
something.
Yeah. But
Crucible
anywho,
to me is, man, it's like any other multiplayer, man. You have your good times, you have your bad times, dude.
yeah, like Rich, he has to do this bounty right now.
I got it. I did it.
Oh, you did?
I
Wow.
just finished it because it was ruining my life.
Yeah. That's the bad thing though. Like when you have to do, you know what I mean? Like when a game like tells you you have to do a certain way to play it, you have to do certain things
It
in order to
was
do it.
so annoying, Bob.
I hate that.
I
I
hate
almost
that.
hate it with everything. But there are games when you're like, oh, you got to do everything so stealth kills the whole time. It's like, but I don't want to.
Yeah,
I want to kill him. You know, you have those problems though. Does it really bother you, J-Bone? I know you like grind to try to get platinum. Does it bother you that when you have to do a certain way of killing or a certain way of yada 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 in the game, does it drive you nuts?
Oh, dude, like, yeah, like if you got to do a specific set of skills in an order or a pattern or some bullshit like that, like hell yeah, especially if you're trying to platinum that game and if you're trophy hunting, if you just don't care about that shit, then whatever, you just don't care. But if you have to do it, especially if you're trying to platinum a game, dude, you want that like you're like foaming at the mouth for that shit. I had to do that shit in Batman, dude. Don't get fucking hit while doing a challenge map and then do all his fucking moves in a free flow combat combo.
That's so ridiculous.
And it took me like 45 minutes to fucking do it, dude. I was getting pissed off and I was like starting to doubt myself. Like, shit, like, did I do it? Did I not do it? Because the PS3, when a trophy popped, like, it took like a good 10 seconds for that trophy to pop.
Oh.
So the match, the thing is done, and it's like you're sitting there like, did I do it? Did I do it? And it's like, bling! Fuck yeah, you know? But like now, I mean, you don't have to worry about the shit with the PS4. Once it pops. But still, I mean, it's just, that's fucking frustrating, dude. That shit is frustrating.
Let me tell you what I had to do, okay?
Here we go.
So there's a bounty for Thorn. It's an exotic weapon
in Destiny.
And it required me to, in Crucible, I was at the stage where I had to go to Crucible and I get 500 points worth of Void kills. Now, for those of you who don't know, Void is like a certain element in Destiny that is part of like your weapons.
Currently, I have only my one part of it's not like all your weapons are void unless your name is Rich the motherfucking seventh sword.
Yes, I got lucky because I have a void primary, which is very rare.
That's
very
rare. You have to beat the Vault of Glass in order to get it.
I have a void secondary sniper rifle, which I never use. I actually typically use my shotgun. And
yes, even though you have a fusion rifle.
Yeah, that fusion rifle sucks. And I also have a void chain gun, so I was able to do it relatively easily. But, however, I normally actually like to use a different auto rifle in Crucible because I just gotten used to it. So switching to Atheon's Epilogue was difficult because
what do you use in?
I use the Shadow Price. It's really good.
Oh, you like it?
But anyway, it affected how I played Crucible matches. Instead of going in like how I normally would, I was trying to get these void kills because if you didn't get these void kills and you died, you lost points instead of gaining points towards the bounty.
Yeah, I was playing with Rich. We were doing this pretty much. It's called Rumble. It's free for all if you haven't played. And yeah, he was really going nuts.
I was frustrated
because I hate it, especially in a multiplayer when you're playing PvP. You have to play a certain matter of way. If you play like not to your strengths, you're gonna get frustrated because you're not good at doing these special things that you're not normally used to. That makes makes sense.
I know it works for me. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm forced to change what works for me and use something that I really don't enjoy. It ruins the multiplayer for me. I would be chasing people down with this void rifle, knowing that I'm probably gonna die. But if I don't kill them with this void rifle, it's just gonna keep hurting me.
At the same time,
you should be able to pause the bounties when you want to. Like, I'm gonna pause you. I'm not gonna work on you right now because it's always active, and that's kind of annoying. Because sometimes I just want to play Crucible for fun.
Well, but to be fair, it's only those exotic ones that really have ones that actually can hurt you. The other ones don't. So.
I know, but it's always there. Until I complete it, it's always there. And
it's always going to be
like. So I was just like, no, I'm doing this tonight. I got all 500 points, which is 100 kills without dying. But if you keep dying, you lose 2 points. So yeah, it was. I finally got it with my chain gun. I got like 10 kills in a row. I was like, God. It was awesome.
So there are bounties that you can do. So it kind of adds up. It could be frustrating at the same time, but it also gives you a nice thing to work for. Gives you like a try to complete and you get experience. So that's pretty cool that it has that in multiplayer.
It is cool. I just feel like some of the bounties should be tweaked a little bit.
Sometimes, yeah. That's just. There's gonna be things that you hate. Something.
Yeah, of course. And they're not gonna make everything perfect for everybody all the time. But Crucible right now is still really fun. I feel like it's lacking in modes a little bit.
It is. There's only like 4 or 5. They have some really cool ones if you haven't played it.
I wonder what's going to come with Iron Banner.
Yeah.
Is that going to be different, or they're just going to factor in all the stats then?
Yeah, another thing that Destiny's doing, they're adding Iron Banner. I think it's the 6th. I believe 6th or the 9th, October 6th. And what is it going to do? It's going to actually... so, J-Bone, if you played Iron Banner with us, we would destroy you because we have better weapons than you.
Yeah, it's actually going to take into account your stats as a character, like your defense.
That's that's the multiplayer.
But I feel like it's only going to match people with similar stats.
Yeah, I wonder how... That's what I'm wondering, too. I wonder how it's going to work.
Like, it's probably going to be level 20s with, like, level 20, 21, 22s, probably. Or maybe it goes off of... It's obviously going to go
28s, 27, 28s, and 29s will face each other.
Probably, yeah.
25, 4s, and 3s, and then 2 1s and 0s.
Exactly.
Is that what you're just thinking? Is that you're just
that's off the top of my head.
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too.
It would make sense that they would limit it, but then at the same time, it's like since I'm at this level, we probably have similar things anyway. So really, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Except
are you guys trying to get the 30? Or are you guys just like doing?
Oh, we're gonna get the 30.
We're gonna get the 30. That's gonna happen because we're just gonna play the raid every week, and eventually we're gonna get the gear, and then eventually we're gonna have to upgrade that gear, and eventually we'll get to 30.
When you upgrade the gear, it automatically just boosts you to like level.
No, it's slow.
It's very, very slow. It's a long
progress.
It's a long because every time you level up a defense attribute on your piece of armor, that's when you get another point or 2 or 3 points of light, depending on what kind of armor you have on. And the better the armor, legendary, like rare will give you less light, legendary will give you more light, raid legendary will give you even more light, and then exotic gives you the most.
So there's always
the most.
Yeah. I was running out of voice there.
I know Bungie is gonna patch the legendary into
Engrams?
Rare Engrams.
Yeah, it should happen this week. I thought it was happening today, but supposedly it's supposed to happen Thursday.
It didn't. Apparently it didn't happen today.
It did not. I checked just before we started this podcast. It did not happen on Tuesday. But yeah, if you haven't heard the update and you're like, if you heard our last podcast about how frustrated we are about the stupid Cryptar they're actually fixing that. So if you get a legendary item,
It becomes legendary.
it is legendary or a legendary
It's called an
material,
Yeah, which is now Ascendant Energy and Ascendant Shards.
which is actually useful anyway. So.
Yeah, it's because you want to, like, that's typically what you're going to be doing anyway. You're going to be breaking down the legendary gear you don't want to get Ascendant Shards anyway.
See, I mean, to me, like this like doesn't pertain to me like really that much anymore because I don't really play it. But like, I mean, if I like you guys were getting like the purple stuff, the engrams, and they're turning into blues and shit, like. Fuck that, dude. I would be so pissed.
Yeah, it happened more often than not. 66% chance for it to turn into a
That's
blue.
not.
That's not okay.
No, I don't believe in
That's
those
still
facts.
that's still a lot though.
No,
It's still, more than half of like more than half.
Even some green, right? Even someone turn
I don't
into green
think
or
it can
did
turn
the
into green.
blues?
I
No,
think
I've never
legendary
had
can
it.
only turn into blues. I
Or
believe.
most
we
elect,
made
or-
jokes that they would turn into green, but that's
Literally,
not actually.
I believe, and this is not like me exaggerating. You know, people say, but I feel like I've opened 30 of them, and after the 30th one, I got a legendary
Well,
item.
I mean, every single time you open one, it's more than half a chance that it's going to turn
Yeah.
into something that's not legendary. So think about it. The odds are against you.
yeah, but
So
you
the
know,
fact, it's like
but if I know what you're saying. Every
It
time
should-
it's still,
yeah.
but I don't believe it's 33%. I believe it's way lower.
I mean, there are people that'll be luckier and people that won't be.
Yeah.
And it's just you were the unlucky one. With that.
apparently, I had the worst odds in the world. So
But back to Crucible, we should actually mention, do we think it's balanced right now with the supers and all the abilities and everything like that? People believe
Oh,
that
yeah. I've had
certain,
this-
people believe that certain player characters have more power than other player
Let me
characters.
tell you.
Oh, like that fire-winged angel type character, the hunters.
the warlock. Okay,
Is it the warlocks?
yeah,
The
warlock.
Warlock turns into like a phoenix with the Sun Singer. The Hunter has Arcblade, Golden Gun. Titan
That's
has like
what
a
I'm
fist
thinking
of like Mordor.
Oh, the Titan. Yeah.
Titan has Rhino Stomp.
And then they have the shield. I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is, they all
And
like.
Nova Missile again.
I
for
mean,
Warlock.
I don't. I've had this conversation. If you haven't played Destiny, like, oh, you gotta be the hunter because the
Every-
hunter are OP or whatever, or like the wizard does this. I mean, the problem is that everyone does something really great, and you can't even say they're terrible because in different situations, certain ones work well. But I will say, compared to this is just my opinion, though. Obviously, everyone has a different opinion, but compared to the like when you're playing the single player, I feel like the hunter is the weakest link. Single player wise with their stuff.
With the specials,
With their
yes.
specials.
But with weapons, obviously, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What do you think?
Okay, well, first of all,
See, I heard the exact opposite. I heard he's the best. It's
No,
in single player.
I know in single player. Yeah.
you heard he's the best in single player. A lot of people
Yeah.
believe the Hunter is the most powerful for multiplayer right now. I'm not sure. Okay, because there are already a lot of Hunters when the game came out. I think that people just like that class to begin
Well,
with.
you can throw a knife.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm just like people really didn't know what they could really do.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get to that second subclass in the beta. You
That's
couldn't
true,
do it.
yeah.
So people obviously picked Hunter before they knew everything was going to happen and became saturated with Hunters. I feel like this story would be different if there were more Titans or if there were more Warlocks. I feel like everyone would say, "Oh, the Warlock is clearly OP," because they're always going to be getting killed by a Warlock because there'll be more.
I still
of
get
them.
killed a lot by war.
I know. I mean, the fact is, everybody has their strengths and everyone has their weaknesses, right?
Yeah.
Hunter has really good specials.
Yeah, and there's a couple of good perks with
Really,
that.
like really good specials. I have to say that the Warlock has the best grenade set.
Yeah, I mean that's where you're gonna get like.
I mean, the Hunter has the worst.
Hunter
grenades. You
has
have
the
to
worst
stick
grenades.
people with the grenade, or you have to trap them with it, and you get like 1-2 kills max. That Void grenade from a Warlock can kill like a whole group of people.
See, I think if you haven't played it, or if you have played it, I think we've described it a lot of times, but not here on the podcast. Is that is essentially like rock paper scissors. I mean, you're like, oh, rock's so good, it's so strong, and then you're like, well, you know, I could cover it with paper, you know that, and you know that's how I, you know, compare it because everyone has their weaknesses. I mean, you just said hunters, worst grenades.
Yeah, they do have worst grenades.
Warlocks, best grenades.
Best grenades. Titans and in the middle, but the Titans super is really good as well.
And they have this ram. They can run in.
The shoulder charge, they have a really good.
Have you
melee.
heard that, J-Bone? Have you played it?
What's that?
The Titan can literally just run as fast as they can, and then they hit you, automatic kill, instant kill.
Shoulder charge.
Also, they have an overshield, Warlock and Titan.
They have overshields. Hunters do not have overshields.
Hunters not. Hunters get to go in stealth, but in this game, you could be seen though. You can
be seen.
It is nice
in like a
sometimes.
battle, like a huge battle. Like
You're
you're
not
not gonna be
You're
seen.
Did
gonna
you guys get the
One-on-one?
season pass for that?
I didn't.
For this? I
I'm
think
prob-
Chris did, right?
Probably. I think he. Yeah, I don't know. He might
Because
have gotten
I'm
a ghost edition
seeing
or
I'm
something.
seeing DLC right now for
You didn't get it?
for Snow
I'm gonna
Planet.
buy it later.
Oh, I just got it just because it was there.
You see the DLC for the Snow Planet?
Snow Planet.
Yeah, these images right here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a planet that's not.
What's that gonna be? What does it say?
I don't know.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, we were just talking about that a
Ju-
little bit ago.
Oh, look, I think that's Jupiter's moon.
It reminds me of like Episode 5 from Star Wars.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
That's Jupiter's moon.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Maybe we'll go to Jupiter.
It is an exciting game. It's really fun. I mean, we talk about it. It's, everyone loves it. Not loves it, but like it's a game that everyone's talking about.
It's just like, I mean, the fact is everybody's different. Everyone has different abilities. So, of course, people are going to think it's unbalanced and not fair. And that's because, I mean, the game that Bungie made before this was Halo. And everybody walks in a Halo match with pretty much the same set of guns and the same abilities. Nothing's different.
Yeah.
This game is complete opposite of that. Everyone has different abilities all the time. You even have 2 subclasses for every character you can create. So everyone's basically different, doing their own thing.
And then there's different things you can. I mean, there's a lot more customization compared to a Halo. I mean, I really like I just like all the connection. I mean,
I like that. I like that I'm not exactly the same as every single
I like
person.
how I can have a different weapon. Like, I can use different skill sets. I'm like, I can use a fusion rifle at any time because I love them. And my fusion rifle is different than your fusion rifle. I mean, there's a lot of cool things that are, actually make a difference.
But honestly, there is no one character you can create that will always trump every other character in every situation.
Yeah, and
there are characters that will trump certain characters in certain situations, but that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
Like a Titan Smash will defeat an Arc Blade every single time.
Yeah.
A Titan versus a Void, they'll most likely KO each other.
but
then if you have the Void, you can snipe a Titan out of the air if you're good enough with the Void Walker. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So, I mean, people are going to say whoever's OP, but honestly,
I
feel like
Singer can come back to life and throw infinite grenades, which are crazy powerful. So, I mean, everyone has their strengths and everyone has their weaknesses.
Yeah, I mean, you just take it what it is. I mean, just find one that you like. If you think they're cool. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, it's taking stuff from like a MOBA where like, oh, this guy's OP. But in this time, I really do feel like it's balanced. I mean, if there is going to be some problems, they're going to update it. If there's some like big thing that people are doing,
like
Destiny's going to fix it.
Like I use shotgun, and I have to say, like some of the times, like the range that I get on is ridiculous. Like I shouldn't have killed that person.
Yeah.
Like a shotgun, you should really be like in their face pretty much in order to kill them. If you're too far away, the fire, like it's gonna spread fire and it's gonna mostly miss them.
Yeah. The comedian
is ridiculous.
He's not funny. It's not funny.
I don't even know.
It is like, so if you ever pick up the shotgun and you pick up the comedian, keep it. Because it is amazing right now.
For now, I don't know if they made the changes today or not. If they're gonna make them Thursday,
no,
but
they'll probably
shotguns are getting nerfed a little bit.
Yeah, the range itself, which makes sense because
most of my kills with the shotgun, I'm typically like right in their face.
Yeah, I know.
They're making the range longer.
Shorter. Because it's you can kill from far.
You can kill from too far. Like I'll be having an auto rifle battle with someone.
Everything that you guys are talking about, like I never really took that into consideration because like I felt disconnected from the game. I mean, like we said last week, Rich said that. Well, it's technically kind of your fault because you never really played with any people. You never really played with us and shit. And I was like, well, okay, that's pretty true. Yeah. I mean, until like the end.
But it just might be like it's not your taste. I mean, that's the thing, though.
Yeah,
I feel like you would have had a lot more fun if you were there from like with us from the beginning.
From the beginning.
No, that's very true. I mean,
I tried getting in the beta, dude, but
not even the beta. Just like even if you were there like day 2 or day 3 when the game came out, and we all like went on a strike.
Say you
together.
were like off for the week and we took.
You guys got it day 1. I had it day 2. So you guys are already like probably level fucking 10.
But we still could have played. I mean, it wouldn't have been that big of a difference. We weren't getting good stuff at level 10.
No.
I played the whole essentials, the whole story by myself.
But in between that, you were going on strikes with people, going on missions with people.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to finish. I was behind.
It's definitely your guys'.
You were
like
party
flavor,
chatting
man.
with us.
It's definitely your guys'.
Well, the thing is like I didn't want to like I had time or I made time where I needed not to be behind people because I didn't want to.
I know, me too. I didn't want to be behind anybody.
Because that's the thing. I mean,
right up there.
I could see where it is. So I mean, it's definitely a game that you want to do together.
Yeah,
honestly, but the thing about it, if you're right, I think for the people that are the viewers, the listeners of this podcast, if you are behind. Don't worry, because at level 30 is the max, or level 28. So if you get around that area, and then you could bring back, you'll start playing with your friends again. So.
Apparently, I mean that's like they're like the reason I want to stay ahead of the game is because those raids. When those raids keep coming out at higher levels, I want to be able to keep doing those right away. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to wait and then.
Yeah, you want to be like it's nice.
It's really cool to experience it the first time with a group of 6 people. It's really awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to feel powerful in it. Okay. All right, I think we talked a lot about Destiny.
One more thing I want to actually add: exotic weapons.
Yes, what about them? They're not exotic.
They're not exotic. Well, I mean, I
I know. Oh yeah. We
Okay.
talked about this. I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Real quick. I got a weapon in Crucible about like a week and a half ago, maybe before Friday, right before that crazy exotic dude comes and sells awesome stuff. I got Suros Regime through Crucible, and I was like, yeah, Suros Regime.
He was so
awesome.
jacked about it.
It's
so good though.
It's really good. Of course, Bob knows now. You know why? Because the following Friday,
Bob deserved it though.
Suros Regime was now on sale in the exotic shop.
It's not. Yeah, you could buy it.
Yeah, and an exotic weapon on sale. I just think it's funny. And at this point, everyone's going to have enough currency to buy it because 23 strange coins, let's be honest, is really easy to get.
Yeah.
It's really simple. People have like 60 strange coins at this time right now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And
So now everyone has Suros Regime. It's more common than the legendary weapons because every single person in Crucible is using Suros Regime. And while it's a really good gun, I feel like the term exotic shouldn't be used for these weapons anymore. If they want to keep the term exotic, they should just have that guy sell exotic engrams, exotic weapon engrams, and whatever you buy this weapon engram,
So
and it could be any exotic weapon of any caliber. It could be a special weapon, it could be
a legend.
primary, or a legend. No,
or blue Ingram.
No.
Well, Ingram,
Because-
if you don't know what that is, it's essentially like you get this like I don't. It could be a mystery thing, and then this decryptor, that son of a bitch, he decrypts it for you, and then you get a random item. So
He's like,
Yeah.
what a fantastic
So yeah, I mean,
item.
we talked about that. We're like, yeah, instead of actually giving one gun that like let's buy it, you guys just like one that you have paid these certain amount of coins, which are not that hard to get.
No, they're really
And,
easy. I feel like that these weapons, if
and
they're
you
gonna
do
do
this-
that, these weapons should be like 50, 60 coins then.
And then you do this Ingram. I mean, I think they need more exotic. What I really think they need more exotic, but very few chances to get them. Say there's over. I know that'd be kind of complicated, but say there's like 500 exotic. No, say there's 100 exotics. Okay, it's kind of a lot, but make them very difficult to get. So you're like, there's probably no way you can get 100. It's no way, but you might be able to get 15 of them.
Yeah,
If you play often. So that means like if you play often, you get 15. Okay. That's 15 out of 100, so you won't have all of them, but you still have a good amount. So they're still exotic because there's so many of them. Right now, there's not that many, and the problem is, it's just like, everyone can get whatever.
Yeah,
they want.
everyone can buy it from him every week, and they'll use it for that whole week until the next exotic comes out. And that's not what I want this game to be. Is
Yeah.
that everyone just uses the new exotic for the whole week. That's not exotic then. There's nothing cool about it. Like, Suros Regime killed again by Suros Regime. That guy has Suros Regime. I have Suros Regime. Everyone has Suros Regime.
Yeah. All right, let's move on though. Okay, let's really quick not talk about Destiny and talk about Shadow of Mordor.
Thank God.
I know J-Bone is not saying anything.
J-Bone's like sweating. He's like, I don't know what to say
Oh
about
my
this
God.
game.
I just feel like, see, that's what I mean, man. Like,
Play Destiny.
I did.
It's
I
like,
did play
have you seen
Destiny.
that commercial, like the Netflix commercial? I don't know if it's Netflix or something. They're talking about these TV shows, and like the other people are talking in different languages, and the guy has no idea what they're saying. That's what you were like then.
Whatever, dude.
That's
Whatever,
what I
man.
get whenever you guys talk about sports.
Yeah, well, it's
You're
all the
like-
same,
You're
dude.
like, they traded this dude to this other dude's team, and now they're like better, and now like they're worth like 50 more points in fantasy football on Sundays, and I don't even know, man.
God, dude, Bears got their asses kicked Sunday too by the Packers.
Let's not talk about it. Let's move on. Shadow of Mordor. Okay, I bought it. I bought it.
I didn't buy
and
it.
Before, after we get done with this dumbass podcast, I'm gonna go fucking play it.
This podcast is awesome. Bob.
I mean, it's
don't
awesome.
you ever insult the
What the
podcast.
fuck is wrong
Bob,
with you,
you're
Robert?
out.
Robert, you're out. Go
All
back
right,
to
Bob's
shit.
position
Leave.
cannot be filled. Please call 1-815-70.
You must be 5'8".
You must be 5'8".
No, yeah,
And you must talk like this.
You gotta have shortish hair and like a spike. thing.
I was gonna make the joke,
Stop.
but I was gonna make a better joke.
Bob's eyes fucking got as big as
Yeah, because I'm pissed off.
He's like-
you know what I was gonna say? I'm like, your voice must be nasally.
You have to have a girlfriend that's like starts with the name J, letter J. Some
Yeah.
sort of
like
J
J-Bone.
name. Or a boyfriend. We won't judge you here.
All right, so
Oh, Shadow of Mordor.
Mordor.
Let's have
Mordor.
Rich has played it. He's starting a Let's Play. If you haven't listened to his Let's Play yet, because he puts 1,000 posts, please listen to it.
I don't put 1,000.
I know,
I
just
put like a
kidding.
post a
1,000
week. Bob.
videos in 30 minutes.
It's
All
like-
right.
All right,
So
good.
I'm roughly like 45 to an hour in right now.
Ooh.
And so far,
What does it feel like? I mean, I want to know how it feels.
it
man.
feels the combat is spot on.
Like
Shadow.
Batman?
The
Do you like
combat,
Batman?
it's better than Batman.
This is more refined. because of the technology and stuff.
J-Bone is pissed that you said better than Batman.
No,
I'm saying,
until Arkham Knight comes out.
I'm saying the combat is better than Batman, like Arkham City and all that
Which
stuff.
is good.
Well, it's got like finisher moves or some shit, right?
It
like,
does.
you can-
It's very similar to Batman. I'm not going to say it's not.
But you get to cut people. You cut orcs' heads
Yeah,
off,
that's
right?
what I mean.
People. It's the reason why I think it's better than Batman is because of that added violence. Like it feels more like I'm actually impacting, these villains that are attacking me. These orcs, these Uruks.
and it's like got that feel good emotion that when you do it, it's just like fuck.
It does, and like Assassin's Creed felt like kind of like mechanical, like robotic. Like it was weird. It was very stiff.
It's
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, right. Assassin's Creed is the smoothest, non-buggiest franchise I've ever seen in my life.
Their combat is very stiff, and
I'm just
combat
kidding. The whole
sucks.
thing is terrible. Yeah.
This is smooth, free flowing. You can dodge roll in between, like
Oh, if you dodge roll, freaking the sword.
Is
it's
it
just
like
free
yeah,
flowing?
you got dodge roll, man. Your game is king.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it free flowing, kind of similar to like God of War?
No.
More than that? Because I thought God of War's was pretty damn good.
God of War feels a little stiff to me. The dodge roll felt a little stiff in God of War. This dodge roll feels.
It's just
I don't know.
I'm not talking about the
I
dodge
love
roll.
God-
I'm talking about
He only talks about the dodge.
I only talk about dodge rolls.
He doesn't like hitting anything.
all he talks about is sword sponges and fucking dodge rolls, man.
Sword sponges, yes.
Dodge rolls.
But I have to say, like, so far, like, I see a lot of similarities with Assassin's Creed. There's even a point where you jump off of a tower, and I made, like, the sound, because I had to.
I thought it did. Okay.
No,
But
I had to do it.
you know what? I mean, then they're like, "Oh, that's taken from Assassin's Creed. It's all ripoff." But
It's
I
using
mean, I
the
heard
engine.
that it's not. I mean,
there's similarities, but then it does things better.
Is there stealth mechanics?
There are stealth mechanics,
Are they-
not like Metal. I made a joke because I compared it to Metal Gear jokingly, because it's not going to be as like refined as Metal Gear. But
course not.
It's nice that you can go into a camp and take out like 5 or 6 people before you like alert the whole camp.
have you? I know people are saying. I know you play a lot of video games. I think, right, Rich?
Couple.
Okay. I know you're only like
Rich,
an hour.
Hold on,
I'm fucking saying something, you
I had
motherfucker.
an awesome question I want to interrupt you with.
So you've been an hour.
J-Bone?
Shut up! Alright, I'm the host this week. I get to do whatever the fuck I want.
It is Bob's house.
That is my fucking house!
Hey, I offered we could go to my condo.
Yeah, it's only you're counting for like 10 days now.
No, this guy.
But anyway,
Fucking killing me, dude.
okay. Have you? They said the game's difficult, or kind of difficult if you get like overwhelmed by orcs. Have you had that problem yet, or no?
Not yet, but I mean, I've played Ninja Gaiden, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Go ahead, Bob.
go ahead. I don't have anything else.
J-Bone's face is like,
Yeah.
Two things.
It's like
Number
Christmas.
one, speaking of Ninja Gaiden, I say Gaiden, whatever. Some dude, some kid,
Oh, yeah.
beat the game on the hardest difficulty without taking any damage. Ninja Gaiden
2.
2 for original Xbox.
Ninja Gaiden 2 is not on Xbox.
Oh,
Not on the original Xbox.
PS2.
Ninja Gaiden 2 is probably on
PS2?
No, Ninja Gaiden 2 is on Xbox 360 and PS3.
360. Final
Oh,
answer.
was it 360? Yes.
And
Yeah, I
Ninja
remember.
Gaiden Sigma 2 is what's on PS3.
Um,
Is it hard?
Yeah, it's a hard game.
You ever done it without dying
No.
or getting hurt?
No.
No damage.
No.
And the next-
how does he prove that? Did he record the whole game?
I don't know. I didn't
did
read the
he-
article. Did you read the article?
No, I didn't. I saw the post and I was like,
Okay,
You'd
well,
have to record the whole game, or unless there's a trophy for that, which I don't think there is.
It was probably one of those things where people they have to watch you play it and you have to have like witnesses to do it or some weird shit like that where it's like kind of like a Guinness Book of World Records. I forget what they call that shit.
Did
You know
we-
what I mean? But
yeah. That reminds me.
It is possible. I mean, that game has a really good dodge mechanic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you guys? I mean, this is like a couple weeks, so maybe a month ago. But I don't know if we talked about it or not. But remember, did you see the Dark Souls where the guy beat it like
with
beat
the rock band.
yeah
controller
rock
or
band thing?
whatever,
It's just like,
or
what are you
Guitar
doing?
Hero.
I mean, like that's what you go to. You want to? Oh, I don't even understand it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe that
I
was,
guess
maybe
the-
he had
like the
fun in his
challenge.
own way.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
he
sorry,
probably
Rich.
died a lot though.
yeah, I wouldn't have had fun with
But
that
you know,
shit, dude.
it's just sometimes the things
Give
that
me
get
a
a little
controller,
overloaded.
man.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't want to take away abilities that my character has in a game.
Speaking of controller, you know what I wish the PS4 controller would have? I noticed like my hands kind of get sweaty and this controller starts to slip a little bit out of my palms.
You
I
can
wish
buy
they,
grips.
I wish, well,
There are grips in the back. I mean, that's that.
But there is other
yeah,
grips
I,
that
I
people
want
have.
like rubber grips where it's like.
How big is your hand? Put your hand next
Wait.
to mine.
All right.
How about you get a sweat?
Oh no,
How about
you
get
don't want them.
How about you get a sweat tray, where it just like it pools down in there and then it dries
reason-
your hand.
Yeah.
The reason why I say you don't want them because we have exactly the same size hand, so that's impressive. J Bob.
That is impressive. Let me see.
Yeah, he is probably a little big.
Rich is.
Rich has a little bigger hands, barely. So my hands are pretty proportioned to my body size. You need bigger hands, Rich.
Oh no, Bob.
Ow!
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm never gonna use that hand. How am I gonna play? But anywho, what the hell were we talking about? Anything? Oh yeah, we're talking about bullshit.
Hands.
Okay. Shadow of Mordor. Anything else that you want to add?
It's just really fun. I recommend picking it
How
up.
are like the visuals and stuff? And,
It
like,
looks
the
nice.
dogs?
It looks really nice.
Like a lot of enemies
Best-
at time, or is it
best
like
looking
fun?
There are a
It's
lot. There are a lot of enemies.
Best looking PS4 game.
It's actually it's a huge open world.
This PS4 game.
RPG.
I'm not playing it on PS4. I'm playing it on PC, Bob. So I can't.
I will
can't
tell you
comment
because
on
I have
that.
it for PS4.
Is it like RPG elements? To
It
it?
has RPG elements. There are skill trees who unlock new
and
skills.
there was this cool like
Like
a
Final Fantasy, huh?
yeah. This
well, I wouldn't go that far, but
Okay.
but there's
I mean,
this cool
more
thing
like.
that
Go ahead, Bob.
there's this cool thing like if you haven't looked at the videos, there's like this bounty system where like you kill certain orcs, or if they kill you, they can move up in their chain.
Oh
of the
yeah,
command.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So
that's cool. That's cool.
they say it's really cool. I haven't played the game.
and when
but-
you encounter him again, he's like, "Oh, back again, little
Yeah.
twerp type
Yeah,
thing." Yeah,
and there's you can actually take over people, and then when you kill their leader, they become the leader, so you control their army then.
really.
yeah, so there's a lot of cool things.
And
can
you
do with
want
it.
to control a certain amount of armies to gain more territory and all that stuff.
I feel like this game was like it's one of those games that's like really good and it's gonna be thrown under the bus. It seems. I mean, if you're into like really a lot of gaming, then like people obviously know about it, like us three and everybody else. But if you're just kind of like a casual, just very casual gamer,
But
I
it's,
play Angry Birds on Saturdays.
yes, but if you, I know what you're saying, and I think it could be true, and I also could not because it is Lord of the Rings, and people are like, oh, I love Lord of the Rings, and they're gonna take that into consideration too.
and but to me, it's like I was saying
I want to
before,
go
like
home and play it.
like I was telling my friend, like having a video game become a movie or having a movie become a video game, it seems like a lot of the times more than not it fails.
It never works. No,
But
there's not
because
many.
they usually try to release it when the movie is coming out, and they try to adapt the script so that it matches the movie or the game, which doesn't work.
Like you were saying about that Amazing Spider-Man 2 glitch.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, if you're gonna make a video game movie, release it when it's done,
Hey.
and don't make it the exact same thing as the movie.
Can you make a Let's Play of the Amazing Spider-Man 2? I really want to watch that.
Bob, no.
You better beat that game soon.
What was the
I-
first game you ever beat that you remember of?
That I remember of? Oh,
first
Like
video
I
game.
beat.
the
Yeah,
first
you-
game
that
that
you
I
beat.
ever beat was a game called Illusion of Gaia,
NES?
Super Nintendo.
Really? Super Nintendo? Mine was Mortal Kombat 1.
You know what game I really am really mad that I haven't met, and it's a complete opposite question, but the game that I never beat that I've always wanted to was Karate.
Karate?
Karate, that like when he like run around, he like punches or like kicks.
I know that game where you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh, I don't.
There's a
Yeah,
really
it was on
funny
Duck Hunt.
video of that game. It's hilarious.
Oh, is it?
Where he encounters like all these different. He encounters like the Green Giant, or he uses the Green Giant as like a super. It's awesome.
Well, look it up. It's called Karate. It's NES. It used to be with the Duck Hunt game. So I think they had a little combo going on that you could. Oh, so
Wow, that must have been a rare combo because usually that shit comes with Mario.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. It was.
maybe
karate,
it was.
though.
Unless it was like a Japan only.
But I
type
think
of
I
company.
think it was a mix of maybe it was a collection and Karate was on. I just remember as a kid, I always wanted to beat that game, and literally, not even kidding, like 2 weeks ago, I just watched it because I was like, I want to see how this game ends because I don't have the version. And
He just saves the girl, right?
yeah, nothing cool. But I didn't
Yeah.
know. I'm like, because I only could get past the first part because you start going like on a left way, and then you go right, then you go left.
I gotta find that video. I think you would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's really
So,
hilarious.
but I think the first game I would ever consider beating was, you know, this was a long time when I was a kid. I just never was able to beat video games because they were difficult. They were. I mean, I was young. Like, I'm trying to, but I think it might have been Super Mario 3 or something like that. Some Mario game. I know it was that.
Dude, that ending to Mario 3 when it's just like the dungeon and you're on the tanks and you're just like dodging the cannonballs left and right, that shit gets hard. Like I watched someone do a I beat the game in 5 minutes
Yeah.
and they got to that, it was just it almost looks like it's like a robot like playing the game. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they know exactly
yeah,
where
the time.
everything
They know
goes.
that they know the timing.
Yeah.
What about you, J-Bone?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
See,
Mortal
I think I did Mortal Kombat, but that was
I did Scorpion all the way up to Shang Tsung and I couldn't do it, so I switched to Sub-Zero and just I beat him.
Oh,
You know, I was
didn't
like,
take
I
Scorpion?
can't believe I beat it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was on a NES or Super Nintendo.
All right.
I don't remember.
Probably Super Nintendo.
So I
Can't
think.
remember.
All right. are we
News
done?
time?
Yeah, I think it's news time. I think we've held these
Yeah, we're running.
people waiting
we're running,
way too long.
running at 39 here. So
Running at
all
39.
right, yeah, I got quite a bit,
not
and
too
the
long.
and the last one I have is pretty lengthy, but it's got a lot of like chunky little quick sentences that you guys can feed off of. All right, number one. Bungie patched a couple loot caves. Obviously,
Yeah.
everyone knows about that shit. I utilized them. I remember went to the first loot cave, dude, and there were people already there. And I literally like made myself like dinner and went to
Oh,
the
you're one
bathroom.
of those guys.
And I did. I did it a couple times, and then I had to leave. But people are still they patched them, but people are still
Hey,
finding more.
quick question: Did you
caves to
dance,
farm.
or did you actually look like you were shooting?
No, I was shooting. Then I ran out of ammo, and when I ran out of ammo, the one guy still had ammo, and he was a higher level than me,
Yeah.
and he was the only one like really shooting. And something happened, and he was pissing me off. Like some guy came in there and he was pissing me off. I'm like, dude, like I'm trying to shoot these guys, and I went inside that cave and I started dancing.
Oh.
So like the enemies wouldn't respawn for him,
Yeah.
and he's in the back like waiting for me to get the fuck out of there. So he comes up to me and then like does a super on me, but obviously didn't do
It's not
anything.
gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like get out of here.
It is funny though. Okay.
In the
Continue.
UK, the Xbox One hardware sales have jumped 155% week on week, presumably thanks to a combination of Microsoft's recent price cut in the UK and the arrival of EA games. So they outsold the PS4 in UK.
Wait, arrival
UK.
of EA games, like just EA games coming out.
Like of EA's game. What was it? God, it was a
It could
soccer
be
game.
FIFA?
A soccer game. It was
Oh,
a
it's
soccer
EA.
game.
It's
That makes
FIFA.
sense then.
Yeah,
UK,
yeah.
soccer.
They love soccer.
Yeah, they
I
love
didn't know
soccer out
FIFA
there.
came out. Interesting.
Let's see. For next one is for Bloodborne. I forgot to put Bloodborne. But the servers will be running from
For the alpha.
5 to 8. From the alpha. Bloodborne alpha will be servers will be running from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is I think 6 or 7 us
Central. Or Central.
Central. On October 1st, 3rd, and the 5th. The alpha tests will not be playable outside of these time slots.
I didn't get invited.
I know. I didn't get invited.
I
to it.
didn't
I
get
said it right
invited.
away.
I applied and I was like,
Oh.
Chris Halatic did.
That motherfucking.
He always
Son of
seems
a
to get
bitch.
the juicy stuff.
He does love
So,
Dark Souls.
I mean,
Hashtag Halatic.
I have Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2 save data on my PS3. You'd think that they would like recognize that. Like,
I don't know.
clearly he loves the series. Give him an alpha. No, apparently not.
See, that's what would be really cool.
I'm bitter.
No, but if you did get Bloodborne, if you did get it, do like a Let's Play on the thing, I think that'd be really.
Have you seen
really
the footage?
hit, really
Have you
hot.
seen some of the footage that they
You're
were
like,
showing?
shut up, Bob.
Shut up, Bob.
Have you seen the footage they were showing at Tokyo Game Show of that game? It
Yeah.
looks amazing, dude.
It
I'm
does.
gonna buy that game like the day it comes out.
That's just. I mean, you better beat it.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll be playing with you guys and stuff because I'm sure they'll have.
Oh.
But one thing I heard is they don't have like customizable characters like they had in Dark Souls and stuff. Like it's the preset character models, and then you just kind of run with it. We'll
Oh.
see.
Honestly,
That's
really.
interesting.
I mean, for Dark Souls, in my opinion, Dark Souls has never been really good at customizing the person. It's terrible.
No.
Yeah,
it's like the worst.
It's
You-
more
you
the
never
armor
see
that
the
makes you
person.
unique
Yeah,
in
that's
that
what I
game.
mean. And
Yeah.
and the journey is not the story, but what happens. In the
And when
story.
you die, a lot of times you're like that rotted skeleton corpse.
Yeah,
Most of the
anyway,
time.
so
it's
yeah.
like Arkham Knight map. The Arkham Knights map will be 5 times larger than its previous game. This is obviously kind of like old news, but one of the PR people came out and said this, and they said that like the Asylum, they really wanted to build that pressure cooker type of mentality with you and the Joker, and then they wanted to expand that with the grapple gun and gliding and city, and on this one, obviously they had to increase the size
'Cause
5
of
times larger
Batmobile.
because of the Batmobile.
Because of the
Yeah, so that's that.
That's-
June 2nd, motherfuckers. June 2nd.
I mean,
I am taking the day off work.
Me too.
The Best of Konami
be
sale is in North America. The Best of Konami sale, which is the week of right now, September 30th, all the way to October 6th. And they got a bunch of fucking killer sales, man. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, HD Collection, Peace Walker, Castlevania, Hardcores, Metal Gear Solid, the original for only $5. So that's pretty cool. Silent Hill, Suikoden, and a couple others for $3,
Suikoden's
$10,
awesome.
$7.50. The most expensive one is the PS3 version of Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, which is actually going for $20. But that's
not bad.
3 games
Yeah,
in one,
3
and
games.
I paid $50 for that game. So, so that's
if you
pretty
haven't
cool.
played Metal Gear and you're really looking into it, do it. if you're a gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you enjoy a game like we talk about it all the time, but if you enjoy like a almost masterpiece like video game
The-
style.
The Tokyo Game Show footage that they revealed of the Africa jungle, that shit's out there like now, 60 frames, 1080. Like you can download that.
There's
shit.
a reason.
It looks awesome.
There's a reason why Metal Gear has a hype. You know, most games are not just good to be good. You know, that's why you even think Call of Duty. Call of Duty was good for its time, and now Call of Duty is just kind of like fading out.
Speaking of Call of Duty, that's the next one on my list.
What do you know? Go ahead. Talk about it.
Advanced Warfare pre-orders continue to track more than 50% behind 2013's Ghosts.
Boom. Just
Ooh.
said it without facts.
That sucks, though.
Bob was the
Ghosts ruined
the
it
Nostradamus.
for the franchise.
Ghost was absolutely terrible. Black Ops honestly wasn't too bad with the but
I
it was
enjoyed
still,
Black
it
Ops
was
2,
dying
man.
though. It was really dying. You can feel it. I mean, gamers are gonna go, you know what? This used to be a lot more fun because you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect.
You know
it
what's
to
going to
be
be interesting
For
though is
years.
that they're going to do
Years.
this Advanced Warfare thing with this like double jump and the glides and stuff.
They're
and, like,
trying to change
and
it
you
though, a
can't
little bit.
go back to original running after this. Like you have to
No,
advance
you can't.
from this now. This is like
Well-
their new model.
well,
this is their new model.
My
They gotta go
personal opinion, my personal thing is that I know I was looking at these comments at it. I mean, I know I always talk about it. I talk about Battlefield 4. It's just I want to go back to the old days. I want to go back to old guns. I want to go back to WW2 and just have an awesome graphic, just an awesome game with that stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if Activision released Call of Duty HD remaster for Xbox One and PS4, and it's all the Call of Duty classics that that sold the best, and they bring the servers back up, and then they have.
Wait, that sounds like Halo.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna do that. I feel like you think Activision's above doing that? No way, they're gonna do it.
If
They're
it makes
gonna
some
do
money,
it.
dude, they'll do it.
Would you want it?
I don't know.
I'm debating it.
There are millions of people that would buy it.
I mean, just
You know
like,
that.
I would probably. I mean, if it's $60 and you get like 4 games, I mean, why the fuck
All
not?
Call of Duty.
I know. I would, but still, I'd like
Yeah.
the new graphics. I mean, I guess I'd probably still buy it. I mean,
That's the way they.
Speaking of next one, speaking of graphics, this is kind of a PC one, so I'm not really PC-ish.
Oh.
So you have to kind of walk me through this if I say these correctly. The NVIDIA launches the GTX 980 and the GTX 970 quote Maxwell graphics cards at price $550 and $330.
Dang.
I heard
So-
people were saying that's really good, right? That's a good deal.
It's still it's still going to be pricey. It's still expensive.
Yeah.
More expensive than to buy a console, but you're going to get your graphics and visuals are going to look better.
But the Titans are what, $1,000, right? They're $1,000 a pop.
yeah,
Titans.
Titan 2.
Yeah. Okay. Xbox One operating system to get. I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry. Xbox One operating system to get a significant redesign with Windows 10.
Windows 10.
Don't give a fuck.
What happened to 9?
Did they
I
even-
know.
Did we miss something?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what happened to 9 though? Actually,
Exactly. No, I mean 9, and then they're probably going to do some sort of Apple iOS thing where every year they advance their
Windows 21.
Exactly. And then so when Windows 10 comes out,
like
we're-
I don't like the number 9. It's a bad number. Let's go
yeah,
10.
because upside down it's
I guess
the
they.
Windows 6.
I guess maybe they'll say Windows 8.1 is 9.
Something. Yeah.
Oh no! I think what the problem was, they really hated Windows 8 was terrible. That they needed to get it far away from it, so they skipped a
Windows
number.
8 isn't terrible. Windows 8.1 it makes it better.
But the problem it wasn't that good.
It's not. It's
It's not like, oh my god.
I mean,
love-
it's really good if you have a giant touchscreen TV. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
What?
It'll
work with the Mio.
But there was a lot of negative thoughts on
There was a
Windows
lot of.
8.
There's always a negative.
Yeah,
thoughts
but
when Windows
more
releases.
negative than normal.
Everyone just get Linux and be done.
Oh, shut up.
God, here goes Richard. Here he comes. All
Linux,
right.
Linux is the way of the future.
Last one. This is the final one, but it's got a lot of points in here.
It's about Metal Gear.
No, it is
What?
not about Metal Gear. It's about Grand Theft Auto 5
Ugh.
coming out for PS4 and next gen PC.
It has Metal Gear skins.
Yes, it does. It's got
Oh.
Metal Gear. No, it doesn't.
Wow.
You had
Okay.
that straight face and everything.
Yeah, you got me, Jason.
All right,
You got
a
me.
NeoGAF user was given the opportunity with other people in Anaheim, California, from Rockstar and Rockstar reps to see a demonstration. Rockstar gave a 45-minute closed doors presentation. These are bullets that I literally kind of pretty much copied and pasted from the horse's mouth himself. I saw 30 minutes of the gameplay of the game yesterday. The changes are astounding, real incredible stuff. Rockstar said that their goal was to push the PS4 and Xbox One like how they pushed the PS3 and the 360. The environment changes they've done are incredible. He said this remaster is the real deal. They showed multiple locales, the city, underwater areas, countryside, etc. Foliage has been completely reworked. The tree barks have been redone. Individual grass blades have been redone. Wildflowers, etc. This applies to underwater areas as well. Completely reworked coral reefs and underwater plants.
Wow.
Draw distance, he said, is now capital insane. One example they showed us was the main city at night. They showed it on PS3 first, and then they showed us how all the lighting at a distance was pre-baked. In the remaster, it is all preloaded and in real time and is dynamic, so you can see the lights and traffic flow from massive distances away. Water rendering system has been completely redone.
The water looks good.
Yeah, the rivers, the oceans, the rain, he said, are all gorgeous. Animal textures. The animal texture work has been redone at 100% redone animal texture work. He said anti-aliasing. Look, I don't even know what that is. What is that? What's anti-aliasing?
Basically, it's kind of hard to explain right now.
Well, he said anti-aliasing looked great with little to no jaggies. Looked 1080p to me. It was demoed on a PS4.
Yeah, it's basically the resolution of like all the textures and everything, making them more crisper and better and stand out and pop out better.
As you're moving,
As everything's happening.
He said he was promised quote new content. One example was new songs, soundtrack, radio stations. That's pretty cool. He says the best remaster I've seen by far. I literally gasped at the differences.
Did they say what kind of anti-aliasing it was?
No, he didn't give that. Character models have been improved for sure. So your main characters definitely you can probably see.
They look good. All right.
Yeah.
They always looked good. I'll let you finish and then I'll talk more. Okay.
I only have maybe like 6 more. Street detail is massively improved. Rain, water now pools up on the road and honestly reminded me of the infamous Second Son's wet roads. Animal and wildlife count has been upped. And they specifically mentioned how much they learned, how much Rockstar has learned from Red Dead, and how much they learned from the original GTA 5 last year, and wanted to improve animal interactions even more. Animals now sport actual fur, as in strands of actual hair that stick out from the body, not just flat textures like in the original release. I believe this has been in development since before GTA 5's actual release. As they said, it's been heavily worked on for over a year. Believe me, you can tell. He said, "This is a complete remaster, not just an up-resed port." A huge chunk of staff have to be working on this. He says probably a lot of very talented individuals were probably working from Rockstar, on an NDA signed agreement, and they probably just went to a secret bunker and just fucking knocked the shit out of the park. Cars on the road appeared to be 2 times more. So heavy traffic. He said it looked 30 frames per second, but it's not entirely locked down on the 30 frames. Hopefully it's locked at 30. I don't think we're going to see 60 at such an open.
For the fact that what they're talking about, what they're going to have to do.
And November 8th comes up.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't mind Grand Theft. Like, when I say I don't mind, I do like Grand Theft Auto. I think a lot of people like the series. Online didn't do it for me. I really didn't enjoy it.
I didn't play any of it online. I think it's going to be.
But I have to appreciate everything that they're doing and what they could be doing. Rockstar does a phenomenal job with a lot of games.
Yeah, they do.
But the problem is, I don't know how much excitement it will be for me to play it again. The gameplay factor. I'm not saying it's a bad gameplay, but I feel like I've done it all. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like, I really want to play it just for the fact of all the cool stuff I want to see, just because I like video games. But for me to want to play it, like, for the excitement level...
They're giving more Easter eggs, too, so probably the jetpack. Cool. They'll probably reveal the jetpack.
That's cool.
I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 5 too much. I actually never bought it, so I'm probably going to buy it for PS4.
Oh, I was waiting.
Dude, fuck yeah,
I was waiting. I knew they were going to release the PS4 version. I knew they were going to do it.
But I couldn't wait. I mean, I had a good time with it. I just hope it adds more stuff. I hope it's... Because I was like, oh, I kind of did this.
I heard new missions, more everything, dude. Just like, they're taking it and they're like completely putting it on steroids. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to buy it day of. I know Chris is. He said he is. Me and him are going to play online.
I'm probably going to buy day of. I just really hope the online is so much better because
I think
That's
will
a
be.
grind. It is a grind. They
I think
make
they've
you
been
go
really working on it, and like people are like, "Where are the heists? Where are the heists?" And I think they've been holding off for this release.
like in order to get money in the game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Get people reinvigorated in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. I complained about the like all this stuff, and then Destiny is like, but Destiny doesn't much.
You guys are so gonna be done with Destiny until like new DLC comes, and you're gonna go back to it, and you're gonna be done with it even again.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that's
know.
the point.
I mean, it depends on what they release and how
I like
often they
Crucible
release
though.
it.
I mean, I don't. We can talk all day. We're not going to get into this. J-Bo, do you have anything else?
That's it.
All right.
That's it. I'm done.
The Seventh Sword. Word of advice for the audience.
Word of advice.
Play Destiny and follow me on Twitter and YouTube.
No, actually, I don't ask people to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh,
Don't like him.
I just feel like that's tacky to do in your videos. I don't know why.
Yeah. So
Please like,
Please-
comment,
no,
and subscribe
no.
down below.
please don't like,
Yeah.
and please unsubscribe.
Stay away from my channel.
Don't even look at
Don't
it.
do drugs. Stay in school.
Don't do that. Don't
All
do
right, Sword. Anything? You got
Well,
5
I mean,
seconds.
you could take-
5 seconds.
Only take Tylenol for headaches.
Only take time on credits. This is Bob with the motherfucking Seventh Sword and the J